Well, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Now Jackson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Third and 2.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. And it is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 26 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop it.
At the 16-yard line.
20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. Here's Pacheco once again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Mahomes going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but next and goal. The option right is Jackson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson. A back foot throw there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown,
Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
On his loop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Chiefs nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0.
You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering how.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
Hey, Alpha, sit up, sit on. 180. Finish it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and 6 now.
180. Sit hot. 180.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Hey, sit hot. Sit hot. 180.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Finish it up. Sit up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
180.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
DC, ready? Sit hot, hot. Sit hot. 180. Finish it. Sit hot.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Luke now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 21, Chiefs nothing. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you're really there.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. He's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. Jackson now. He'll try to do it himself. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. On his loop for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Ravens 28, Chiefs nothing. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their nenext drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
We'll set up for the 2-point conversion.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Travis Kelce.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Chiefs 16. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager